anyways, a little bit about me. I'm your host. I'm from Arkansas. I was born and raised out there. You know, that's why I talk like this. It's only a slight accent. You can barely hear it. I know, but it is why I talk like this. You know, it's tough living out here and having this accent and people not knowing me very well. Like, no one's ever gonna hear me talk and not know me and be like, I'm sure that guy has some really well thought out political opinions. Like, no one assumes that about me, right? Nope. I have friends who like interject their automotive issues into our conversation now. Had a buddy the other day who said, "How you doing, man?" I said, "I'm good. How are you?" He said, "I'm good. You know, I've just been having this problem with the brakes on my Jeep. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?" I was like, "Come on, man. Why would you assume?" I mean, I do, but still, like, still. The worst part is when you look like I do and talk like I do, everyone assumes you're racist. And that's not the case at all, man. It's not the case at all. But it's made me have to change the way I say certain things. Like, for instance, when people ask my favorite type of donut is, I gotta really pronounce the D whenever I say white powder. Yeah, or else they take it the wrong way, man. They take it the wrong way. I'm also in the military. I'm active duty Air Force. And so, thank you. I'm stationed up there at Nellis, enjoying it. I've been in for about 7 years. Yeah. Looking forward to getting out, though. Be able to do some things I haven't been able to do for a while, you know? Yeah, be able to grow facial hair. That'll be nice. Be able to smoke legal weed. Yeah. Be able to commit crimes and blame it on PTSD. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Home invasions. Here we come. It's happening, baby. It's happening. Now, like I said, I grew up in Arkansas. I grew up kind of white trash. Listen, guys, we're at Norians. I'll be honest with y'all. I grew up real white trash, okay? Like, I basically came out the womb wearing a sleeveless Pantera t-shirt. That type of white trash. By the time I was 18 months old, I was able to do this for some reason. No clue why. Genetic, I assume, you know? My folks are both white trash, man. I called my mom up on Mother's Day. I was like, "Mom, did you get that Mother's Day gift I sent you?" And guys, you gotta remember, it was 9 a.m. here in Vegas, so back in Arkansas, it was Miller time. So, she answers the phone, she's like, "Yeah, guy, you know what? You may be a son of a bitch, but you're not a bitch of a son. You know what they say." And hangs up on me. That's not a thing they say, Mom. Like, you're gonna have to get kicked out of your third Applebee's this month. Like, let's chill out. Let's chill out. My dad's not much better, man. My dad looks like if all the members of Leonard Skinner had magic rings, stuck them together, and created a super person. Like, that's my dad in a nutshell. He hit me up and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna come out there for the NASCAR race. I'm gonna get you a ticket. You wanna come with?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, you know. I'm not that big of a NASCAR fan, but I'll go with you, man. I'd love to hang out." And he said, "So the NASCAR races are only like 3 times a year. What do they do at the track the rest of the time? Does it just sit there?" I said, "Well, no, they have this other event there called EDC." Yeah, he's like, "EDC, what the hell's that?" I said, that's the Electric Daisy Carnival, right? He said, "What do they do?" I said, "Well, it's an electronic music festival. People go out there, camp out on the in-ground, dance around, do drugs, and listen to electronic music for like 4 days. It's a big old time for some people." And he got mad as hell, y'all. He goes, "God damn it, they're out there desecrating hallowed ground." What? He said, that's a place for racing, not a place for your beat boop sounding like Stephen Hawking in his chair type music. Like, Dad. I said, "Dad, you can't be talking like that, man. You can't be talking like that. I can tell he's in public. She's yelling about this shit in the Lowe's or something. Like, you gotta calm down, bro." He was quiet on the other end for a sec, and then he came back with this. Dale Earnhardt didn't die for this, you know? What? What the fuck? Dale Earnhardt didn't die for this. I've lived here for like 3 years. I love living in Vegas. My folks come out to visit me now that I live here in Vegas. Crazy, right? They want to visit now. My folks came out to visit and they got off the plane. No sooner did they get off, we got their bags and they said, "Well, we're in Vegas. What should we do?" It's like, "Well, you had months to Google this. You knew about this trip in advance." I said, "Well, how about this? It's 110 out right now. Let's go to the top of Mount Charleston. It's like 85, 90 degrees. It'd be beautiful up there. There's a restaurant built into the side of the mountain. Y'all love it, man. Y'all love it." And then I just hear from the background, "Nah, fuck all that gay shit. How about you take my picture in front of the fake Eiffel Tower?" I was like, "Grandma, did you bring your medication on this trip? Because we can't have you walking around talking like that. So we decided we're going to go see a show, a Vegas show, right? Decide we're going to see a magician. Best magicians in the world are here in Vegas. So we spent some money and dropped pretty good money on this ticket. And guys, he was the worst magician I've ever seen. Waste of money. Like, listen, I don't like to blow up other performers' spots, but we're in this bar right now. Y'all are all here for bar fly. I'm going to tell y'all so y'all don't waste your money. Guys, Magic Mike, not a good magician. Gotta be honest with you. Not the best magician in the world. The show was supposed to start at 8. At 8:10, this dude looking slippery as hell, right, walks up to me. I said, sir, when does the magic start? He does one of these at me. He goes, it's happening right now, baby. What's up? Like, sir, I don't think I'm here for what you think I'm here for. He did one trick the entire time. Some lady handed him $1. He just stuck it in his pants. I was like, I saw that. You didn't make that disappear. Bad magician. Like I said, I love living here, man. I've lived here for 3 years. I always tell people Vegas is the freest city in America. Freest city in America. You can do whatever you want here as long as you're not hurting anybody else, right? You can gamble 24 hours a day, drink 24 hours a day. You can go rent a supercar. You can shoot a 50 cal. Like, you can knock out a midlife crisis in an afternoon. Like, don't ruin your life and your family's life. Just knock it out in an afternoon here. One thing that does trip me out about living here, though, is the video poker. Everywhere. It's everywhere. At the airport, at the movie theater, there's video poker everywhere. I was in line at 7-Eleven the other day before work, and there was a guy playing video poker at 6:30 in the morning. It's like, oh my God, that's crazy. And I get to the checkout, and I look back to see how he was doing, and he had gotten up and moved. And there was a sign where he had been sitting, and the sign said, some things just aren't worth gambling on. Had a picture of a little baby on there. It's like, damn, that's sad. And then I thought, that's the dumbest marketing scheme ever. You think anyone who gambles at a 7-Eleven still has custody of their kids? Like, why do they care, right? Why do they care at all? Guys, I used to play football a lot. I think I have CTE from it. You know, the disease that football players get that turns your brain into jelly or whatever. I think I have CTE, and I think I got it from the last concussion I had. I've had 4 concussions, and the last one I was playing linebacker my senior year of high school. And I go and make this tackle on the running back, and we collide heads, and I get up and I'm all woozy, right? The coach sees me stumbling around. He goes, Hall, hey, over here to the sideline. So I walk over to the sideline. He goes, you good, man? And for those of you who've never had a concussion or any type of traumatic brain injury, it scrambles your mind around too, not just your brain. And I started feeling all sorts of weird emotions. So I was like, I'm fucking great, dude. I want to throw up and cry right now, but I'm so good. Let me get back in there, you know? He's like, hang on. We got to do concussion protocol for you first. It's like, okay. That's a series of questions they ask you to make sure you're still coherent and aware. So we're going through these questions, a set of 5 questions. I get the first 4 right. I do flying colors, you know, pass really well. We get to the last question, and the coach looks at me and goes, all right, you're doing great. Last question. What day is today? And that one, man, that one stumped me. I was like, what day is today? I was like, you know what? I thought I'd outsmarted him in my concussed state. I said, I'm going to use context clues. So I look around, there's people in the stands. I look down, I'm in a football uniform, and I'm crying at this point, right? I'm crying because my brain is all rattled around. And like some sort of dumb inspirational movie moment, I look at the coach through tears, and I'm like, it's fucking game day, coach. And he looks at me and he goes, you're goddamn right it is. Get back out there. All right, guys, y'all ready for some more comedy? All right. Coming to the stage, your first comedian of the evening, this man